2012-2013 school year honors and awards assembly and 6th grade graduation. I'm very pleased to be a part of this program. It's a bit bittersweet for me because it is my last program at Mill Creek, but I certainly have enjoyed the 4 years I've been here and made a tremendous amount of good memories, and also have met a lot of outstanding students and parents. So first of all, let me thank you for letting me be part of your school community for the past 4 years. Thank you so much. A couple of things that I believe that are really points of pride for Mill Creek Elementary School is first and foremost the one that we're probably known most for throughout the area is our academics. We have made Standard of Excellence of every year since the existence of Standard of Excellence. Unfortunately, this year, with the new testing alignments, the state does not have a Standard of Excellence. So it's not from us not making that benchmark, it's just that benchmark no longer exists. So, but comparing year to year, we would have, once again, made Standard of Excellence. So over on the wall over there, we won't get to fill in that last blank. And I guess you can call it a bit arrogance on my part. Before the state announced that they were not going to have Standard of Excellence anymore, I went ahead and ordered the 12 and 13 up there. So maybe we'll just put it up and put a little asterisk by it. You know?
Absolutely.
Go with that. Not only academics, but I feel one of the things that makes Mill Creek such a great place to go to school is our service component that we have, with our 6th graders taking on tasks that when I watch them do them, it just makes me tired because they attack it with such energy. I'm very proud of that aspect of the school. Along with our student council and the multiple fundraising and giving opportunities that we have. And I know when you get notification at home, oh, we're doing another fundraiser, oh, we have to take peanut butter jelly to school, or those type of things, and we constantly meet those requests, and I just know that other agencies in the area really appreciate our support. And then the other part, not only academically, and then also having a heart for service, is the activities that our students partake in. We had a wide variety of things that students can do, from newspaper club to Minecraft club to partaking in music programs, which are second to none in the district, to just participating in different type of competitions, essay writing, musical composition. These are things that, as a principal, I really enjoy hanging my hat on. And when I met with the new principal, Michelle Ward, I told her, people know about our academics, but here is what makes this school and this community great. And it really comes from the support at home, and everybody that's sitting on the floor or sitting in red chairs today, that's the 6th graders. Really expanding the horizons and taking full advantage of the things that are available to them. So without further ado, let's jump into our service part of our recognition. We're going to have Mrs. Classic come up and recognize the cadets. And Mrs. K, if you want.
That's great.
I have a second microphone.
Stereo.
Well, Mr. Bartell stole the first half of my speech because I wanted to say how impressed I always am with the service of this faculty, staff, community, children, always reaching out to others, and that's pretty impressive. This year, the cadets, during the 12-13 school year, we had 60, they helped 16 different teachers for approximately 36 weeks. They managed to accomplish some 46 different tasks for those teachers. So I sat with my calculator, and that equals about 43,200 minutes of service, give or take a few. I want to personally thank all the cadets. I know, and I'm speaking for all the teachers, it is just so incredibly helpful to have that extra pair of hands or legs to run to the office. And every time you came, we appreciated you, even if you didn't say it, we really do. So thank you from all of us, and if you cadeted this year, would you please stand and be recognized?
Next we have Mrs. Hoover, who will recognize our safety patrol.
This year we had 35 of our 6th graders participating in safety patrol. And they did, they made sure that kids weren't running, that people were crossing at the right time, and I really appreciate them. If you were in safety patrol this year, will you please stand up? I would like to recognize the 4 captains, and they were the ones who put together the schedule every week and made sure that it was up for the students to know where they were supposed to go to, and they were also good about letting me know who wasn't there or what was going on. So for first semester we had Cole Patton, would you stand? And Ethan Jones. And for second semester we had Lauren Wolf and Spencer Robbins.
I think a key element for our safety patrol is it's a group of students that we can count on to do the right thing. Not only are they asking students to follow rules, but they do a really nice job when they put on their orange vest, which is in itself a tremendous fashion statement. But when they put on the orange vest, they know that the younger students are watching them as role models. And high praise to the safety patrol, especially spring semester, when I found out pretty much the day of that they're closing the crosswalk, going across from right out here across the soccer park and going around. And they really took the bull by the horns and did a fantastic job in ensuring our student safety on school grounds. So once again, I commend you, Safety Patrol. Thank you so much. Next I have Mrs. Newcomer coming up, and she will be recognizing Student Council.
First thing I need is the Stuco officers to come forward, please. Stand up here on the stage with me. It truly was a pleasure to work with these 9 kids. They are awesome. Goodbye. We worked very hard and accomplished a lot for our students in this school. They helped with the community service projects this year, like United Way, Juvenile Diabetes, We Care I Can, the Giving Tree, Patients, Pennies for Patients, Platoon Forward, and the Peanut Butter and Jelly Drive. They also helped with the Super Snack Attack Day, which was held 4 times this year, 1 each quarter, the Fall Carnival, and Tailgating with Mr. Bartell. The student council officers this year were Megan was our president, Zoe was our first vice president, Kara was our second vice president, our treasurer. Caitlin was our secretary. Adam was our sergeant of arms. Sam was our public relations. And Abby and Megan, they were our members at large. If you were a class representative this year, would you please stand? With everyone's help, it was a great year for the grade. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to move to Mrs. Bailey in recognizing the Environmental Club.
We are very conscious of taking care of our earth, and this year we have had a group of sixth graders who have done a lot above and beyond to ensure that we can recycle as many things as possible. We have weekly recycling where students go into the classrooms and collect both paper recycling products and what we call commingled things that go, plastic bottles, aluminum, that type of thing. And then every single day, things are recycled out of the cafeteria. Again, these will include the plastic bottles that the kids may have in their lunches and all of the cans, cardboard boxes, etc., out of the kitchen area as well. So it's a huge responsibility. I loved what Mr. Bartel said earlier about watching them with such enthusiasm. Getting the bins of paper up into the big bin out in the parking lot is not an easy task. And we've had to do a few fishing expeditions for bins that go overboard in their enthusiasm. But they've just done a fantastic job. If you were part of recycling this year, would you please stand? Many of these students have been giving up their business, so I'm very proud.
One of the things also that we took on as a school this year, not only the recycling of the boxes and cans used by the kitchen staff, but we embarked on the compost program, in which we are composting the food waste, even milk cartons, those type of things in our cafeteria. And everybody at the building, not just the environmental club, but all the students should be commended on their efforts on that. And I really appreciate Mr. Warren taking on that one additional step during lunch, which, if you know lunch, one additional step is not a small step to take. So I really appreciate his efforts on that. So thank you to everybody for doing that. Next, I would like to ask Mr. Potter to come forward and recognize students part of our music program.
Choir, we had the biggest choir this year that I've ever had at Mill Creek. We had, at its height, it was like 75 students, 5th and 6th graders. They make the commitment to come at 7:30 in the morning. It's before school. And they have to keep that commitment up throughout the semester. And if they miss 3 rehearsals, then they're not in choir anymore. So it's really a commitment that they make to be in the choir. We had a great choir. We sang, we were for the last 2 out of the last 3 years, including this year, we sang at the Education Foundation breakfast. which was a big deal over at the Golden Park Convention Center. That was at the very beginning of the year that the 6th graders traveled to Northwest for the Shawnee Mission Northwest Choral Festival. And then we sang down at Union Station and at Lakeview Village twice this year. We just took our spring program out to Lakeview Village just last week. And one of the residents out there told me that it was the best program that they'd ever heard at Lakeview. Of course, I don't think that it was my mom that said that. Really, it was. They did an excellent job. But anyway, if you were in the choir this year, would you stand up?
In addition to our choir, we also offer band and strings programs. Both those teachers could not be here today. So I would like to recognize the participants in the strings program. If you are a strings participant, please stand. One of the things I would like to say about the strings program is a similar commitment. It does meet during the school day, but there is a lot of time that you need to have outside the classroom to practice. And I was very impressed when we represent ourselves very well at the Northwest area strings concert. Lastly is the band program. Keep talking about the band program. It's the band program. Talking with other elementary school principals, they are struggling to find participation in their band. That is not an issue here at our school because we have students that really enjoy taking on that challenge of something new. So if you are a participant in the band program, please stand. One of the things that I was interested in that Mr. Cornelson brought to me mid-year was he is working on some pep songs with 6th grade band members. And he said, is there an assembly or something along those lines that we can do that? And we have never had a state assessment pep assembly before. And I was like, well, you know what, I could create an assembly so you guys can play it. And it worked out pretty well. And so I believe the 6th graders were the pep band, is that correct? 6th grade? All right, so they should be commended for learning some additional songs as well. Thank you, 6th grade band members. Next, I'd like to call forward Mr. Kuzadin, who's going to recognize our participants in physical education.
I'm going to be talking about the Walk Run Club program here at Mill Creek. I think this is a really special program where any student from grades K through 6 can be involved in it if they choose to. The stipulations that we have at the Walk Run Club is that kindergarten through 2nd grade need to accomplish and complete 50 miles or more to receive a certificate and medal, and grades 3 through 6 need to accomplish and complete 100 miles or more. As you can see by my stack of papers, when I start to read the names, now we'll recognize everybody at one time. The stack was really a testament to all the participants this year in the Walk Run Club. And I appreciate, even if you did not receive a medal or certificate, if you participated in the program. We thank you for doing that. Now, since kindergartners are not here at the assembly, I would like to have the 1st and 2nd graders that have already received their certificates and medal to please stand and be recognized. 1st and 2nd graders. recognize all the participants from grades 3 through 6 who accomplished and completed their 100 miles or more and received their medals and certificates. Please stand. Grades 3 through 6. Thank you, boys and girls. At the end of the Walk Run Club season, we have been handing out certificates for a boy and a girl who have completed the most miles in the program. And this year's recipients for the boys, and I need Juan Francisco to come up, please. He completed 300 miles in the program. And for the girls this year, this happens to be the second year in a row that this young lady will be receiving this award. I would like to have Alexa Maxtat come up. She completed. Thank you to all participants. Great job.
I don't think I've done 400 miles cumulatively in the last 20 years. Another, I think, a great thing about our school, and this is, I think, a perfect segue into it, is the support we get from our PTA. There are a lot of things that cannot happen in this building without the support and the volunteer hours that PTA has, the programs they put on, and then also the classroom grants that they give teachers to support things in the classroom. And the perfect segue into it is we started a new event here, the Mustang Derby. And we were like, oh, first year, let's kind of, let's see how it goes and go from here. And first of all, the silly bands was a great idea. Don't you think? The silly bands would work? Yeah. So we had great participation in it, and we raised over $8,000 with one event. So that's outstanding. Now, the next part of our program, we're going to talk a little bit more about the scholarship and academics here that's involved at Mill Creek. We've already established that we have outstanding test scores, but there are some students that go well above and beyond when the opportunity arises. The first students I'd like to recognize, and this is the club that we started that I was able to start sponsoring just by sheer luck, and it's really dear to my heart because I was born and bred to be a math teacher. If you participated in the Thursday afternoon math club, could you please stand? Overwhelmingly, their favorite activity was building platonic solids out of gumdrops. Platonic solids are solids that are just friends. Next, we started a newspaper club this year, and the only time that was available in my calendar to hold newspaper club was Friday afternoons, and we were able to publish 4 different issues this year. We couldn't quite get the 5th one put together before the end of the year, but please stand and be recognized if you wrote any articles this year for the newspaper. I know he's not here today, but I need to recognize Alex Corona. Because Alex, if it wasn't for Alex, we would not have a Minecraft club. For a full semester, Alex would ask me, have I watched the video on what Minecraft is? And he would, that's how every conversation started with him. I watched the video yet? And finally I watched the video, and it's a very neat first-person interactive game that allows students to either work as teams, but be part of a community and work on, I would say, more survival skills, but in the ways of collecting resources and applying those resources correctly. Alex and I sat down and laid some ground rules about what we would do in Minecraft Club. And we both agreed that the first rule in Minecraft Club is that you don't destroy or hurt other people's things on Minecraft Club. And everybody, this is like, sounds like Fight Club. First rule of and I was very impressed with those who participated in Minecraft Club, honored that first rule. After a while, we were doing free play, and people coming, and Alex also had the idea of let's start developing competitions. Who can build the best pyramid? Who can build the best tower? Who can build, and we split into teams and worked that way. And without Alex, it wouldn't have gotten off the ground, or wouldn't have been as successful as possible. So, when sixth graders, when you see them walking the halls next to your trail rig, please make sure if you're part of Minecraft Club that you thank them for that. But if you are participating in Minecraft Club, could you please stand? The exciting thing about it is that Minecraft Club was open to all grade levels, and we had students from first grade all the way through sixth grade participating. If we could just get the computers to work at a faster speed with no lag time, it would have been a lot better, wouldn't we? Okay, next part, I'd like to recognize the students that participated in the R&D forum in Shawnee Mission. We did have a team from 5th grade participate in the Rainbow and take 3rd place, I believe, in the Rainbow. Second place. I don't want to sell you short. So if you're a participant in just the Rainbow only, could you please stand? We also had other students that participated in the R&D forum. It was also the same event as the district art show. And it would be all right if I could stand if I just asked those students to stand and be recognized. So if you would participate in the district art show or had another project in the R&D forum, please stand. Next, I'm going to recognize the students that participated in different math competitions throughout the year. I'm going to turn over part of the program to Ms. Medlin. But first, I would like to recognize those students that participated in athletics. There was several athletics competitions after school, and it was nice to have at the end of the evening when they were announcing the places. We often swept different grade levels, but we really did a nice job of representing our school well. So if you participated in mathletics, please stand. At this part of the math awards, I would like to have, she's looking out the door. Where's Mrs. Medlin? She's giving me the lunch. She's not. She's right here. So Mrs. Medlin is going to touch on some of the other math awards that we have. Thank you.
I'm not near as tall. All right, we have a couple different math awards we're going to address. The first one we're going to address is the pentathlon. The pentathlon is a competition that our 4th through 6th graders participated in class. They had 5 different competitions in class once a month, starting late October, early November, through right before spring break. And on the pentathlon, they had 8 problems. They had
So I'll turn it over to the fourth grade teachers so they can give out the name.
That was the hard part. All right, in my class this year, I'd like the following students to come up on the stage and get the medallion. Jack Schnicker, Wyatt Smith, Ava Cheeseman, pardon me, Maura Dayton, Sam Wilson, Logan Douglas, and Emmy Sixbury. And our top winner, let me get the ball up here. And our top winner and trophy winner is Jack Schnicker.
Okay, out of my class, medals we have are Emily Wance, Ethan Krug-John, Kristen Taylor, Victoria Jones, Colby Johnston, Sophia Oliveira, Elizabeth Kafour, Michael Corey, Angie Gubion, who isn't here today, he's already received his medal, and Maya Barfield. The trophy winner, top scorer out of my room, is Maya Barfield.
The medal winners in my class, Sophia Pope, Shannon Krug-John, Marcus White, Nick Strahl, Kylie Naltis, Cameron Ferens, and Olivia Grodd. And our trophy winner is Olivia Grodd. Congratulations.
And from Ms. Morris's fifth grade class, can I please have Juan Francisco Pineda Gomez, Zachary Dolby, and Sophia Mayer. And the trophy goes to
B and A.
And this is all that first class. The person that won the trophy and the medal is Kara Mark.
Sixth graders from my class, Krista Harward, Riley Demo, Sam Converse, and Olivia Moore are all receiving medals. And our trophy winner is Riley Demo.
All right, the students in my room are Lauren Wolf, Cole Patent, Spencer Robinson, Mikhail Hauser, and my trophy winner is Mikhail Hauser.
Alright, I had a tie for first place, and they both received a medal as well. Maddie Smith and Mark Atherton. Okay, the next math competition that I'm going to talk about is the Olympiad. And the Olympiad is a competition that most of the sixth graders, but some fifth graders do, instead of doing pentathlon. So the awards we just saw received, these students did not participate in that contest because they were doing the Olympiad instead. Each year, the Math Olympiad serves over 100,000 students in nearly 5,000 teams, and about 50,000 students on 2,000 teams in more than 30 other countries. It's an international contest. It is not a district contest. It has been taking place since 1979 to provide challenging, thought-provoking problems that stretch the abilities of students in 4th through 8th grade. These students, when they take their competition, they do it in the same 30-minute time limit. They only have 5 problems, but they're more difficult, and they are not allowed to use a calculator. Right? If you were among the nearly 150,000 students worldwide to participate in this contest, this year. Please stand. These students responded very well. Their teachers already have their certificates for them, but I'm going to recognize some other awards within this. The following students received an ordered felt patch. They don't know this yet. Fifth graders, your teachers have them. Sixth graders, they'll be in your envelopes when you get them in a few minutes. The students receiving the felt patch were in the top 50% of scores internationally. If I call your name, please stand and be recognized for earning the felt patch for being in the top 50%. Megan Hansen, Colin Bennett, Emily Arocha, Amber Nicholas, Sam Springer, Gabby Shipman, Gabe Century, Sydney Kendall, Spencer Glico, Sandy Alanati, Abby Winter, Billy Scarlett, Scott Klein, Emma Barfield, Lucy Heinisch, Megan Hall, Spencer Long, Sammy Lyons, Ethan Jones, Alex Corona, Adam White, Jacob Wallace, Nicholas Sixberry, and Dayton Raines. Now there are 7 students I'm going to ask to come up on stage from this. If I call your name, please come up on stage, and once they're here, I'll explain why they're up here. Sammy Wyans, Ethan Jones, Alex Corona, Adam White, Jacob Wallace, Nicholas Sixberry, and Dayton Raines. Should have 6 over there, right? Alex is not here today. These students are being recognized because not only were they in the top 50%, they were in the top 10% internationally. On these students, they all will receive a silver pin. If it's a 6th grader, it's in your envelope. 5th graders, your teachers have that for you. Okay? Now, of these students, we'd like to recognize the winners within our school. And we had a 3-way tie for 2nd place. And I have trophies for Nicholas, Jacob, and Adam. So this is 2nd place. And the winner from Mill Creek this year was Dayton Raines.